Although most Peruvians call Paterson, New Jersey, home, a sizable Peruvian immigrant community settled in Jackson Heights during the 1980s and 1990s. As the number of Peruvians has grown, so has their interest in and appreciation of the country's world-renowned cuisine. Peruvian food is often considered the world's first fusion cuisine due to its incorporation of ingredients and techniques brought to the country by settlers from around the world, including descendants of the indigenous Inca, Europeans, Africans, and Asians. Throughout the city, we've tracked down some of the finest spots to enjoy delectable Peruvian cuisine like pollo a la brasa, ceviche, lomo saltado, and more. Baby Brasa, Broadway, New York. Phone 646-590-9010. There are many ways in which Baby Brasa honors Peruvian heritage. It's a contemporary restaurant serving authentic Peruvian cuisine, including antichoco, fried rice, and lomo saltado. Baby Brasa burgers, Parmesan scallops, and vegan ceviche are just a few examples of the restaurant's forward-thinking takes on traditional Peruvian fare. Lychee libres and coconut margaritas are only two examples of how the bar menu combines Asian and Latin influences. Kitchen of Claudia Bronx, New York 10471, Broadway. Phone, 718-884-7378 at Claudia's Kitchen. The sun never sets. It's got the best Peruvian food in the Bronx, so of course it would. They make some of the best empanadas and ceviche in the neighborhood. The chaufa or tallarines would be a great accompaniment to the perfectly seasoned pollo a la brasa. Get a group of your friends or family together for a family combination dinner, and you'll be the life of the next home party. Cevicheria Jamaica Avenue, Richmond Hill, 11418, phone 929-3350386. Caleta 11. The best ceviche recipes are the result of a lifetime of work by Chef Luis Caballero. Caleta 111, his restaurant, gives diners the chance to sample his mastery for themselves. Chef Caballero employs his considerable skills to maintain a menu that is continually evolving in response to the day's freshest catches. Caleta 111's cauces, sopas, and arroz are not to be missed, and you may order them any time of the year. Flor de Mayo, New York 10024, and Flor de Mayo, phone, 212-663-5520. Flor de Mayo, which features cuisine from cultures along the equatorial belt, fuses Peruvian and Chinese flavors into a harmonious whole. The restaurant has been open since the 1970s. Its founders are Chinese immigrants to the United States who took a pit stop in Peru on their trip to the United States. Don't be daunted by the vastness of the menu. It includes both traditional Chinese dishes like mugu, gai pan and kung po chicken, and Peruvian staples like lomo saltado, tallarin verde, and pollo a la brasa. Frida, New York 10022. Phone 212-688-5200 at 52nd Street. Frida Midtown lives up to her moniker by taking a unique Mexican and Peruvian approach to her cuisine. Traditional Mexican fare such as pulpo asado, beef antichocos, ceviche, arroz chaufa, and many more can be found on the menu. Don't be hesitant about asking for a recommendation for a drink to complement your meal. They offer a regular rotating cocktail menu but are professionals behind the bar. Indy 10th Avenue, New York 10019, phone 646-596-9216. Hell's Kitchen, where Inti is located, is not far from Broadway, and the restaurant serves up some impressive dishes. Over the course of almost a decade, proprietor Victor Rojas has been delighting customers with dishes that pay homage to his native central Peru. Parahuela, arroz chaufa, ceviche, lomo saltado, and many other foods are much sought after. Causa, New York 10019, 9th Avenue, phone 646-678-5227. The dish, which is traditionally made with eggs, garlic, and russet potatoes in Peru, inspired the name. It's fitting, as the majority of the menu items also sound delicious. Incredible empanadas and anticuchos, chicharrón, lomo saltado, tacu, and more may be ordered here to share with a group of friends. And their causas are fantastic, too. Mission Ceviche, New York 10021, 2nd Avenue, phone 212-650-0014. According to Google Trends, the Upper East Side is where you will find the most people talking about or visiting Mission Ceviche, a Peruvian restaurant. They put a premium on sustainability, highlighting the rich biodiversity of Peru in their mouth-watering cuisine. The lomo saltado, arroz with mariscas, and seco norteño slow-cooked ribs are just a few examples of why this is Peruvian fine dining at its finest, along with Chef José Luis Chávez's claim to make the greatest ceviche in the city. Pollo Doro, Brooklyn, Gold Street, Phone, 718-855-8088. A Peruvian eatery on Brooklyn's Gold Street better be worth the price of a golden chicken if it wants to succeed. Fortunately, Pollo Doro is, and they provide the greatest pollo a la brasa in the entire neighborhood. Their signature Pollo Doro chicken is served whole, half, or quartered and comes with a variety of tasty fixings, including salchipapas, rice and beans, tostines, and more. In addition to the excellent lomo saltado, taka steak, and other Peruvian staples on the menu, a visit to the Pisco Bar will reward you with some of the finest Peruvian cocktails in New York City, Urubamba, Queens, New York 11372. Phone, 718-672-2222. For the longest-running Peruvian restaurant in the city is this one in Queens, which has been family-run since 1976. They serve some of the best lomo saltado in all of New York City, and their other Peruvian specialties are very popular. Not only do they serve some of the best ceviche and arroz chaufa in the city, but their desserts are also noteworthy. Flan and helado de lecuma, an indigenous Peruvian fruit ice cream, are available, as are flajors, a typical shortbread cookie sandwich with dulce de leche. Watch this video and fill your stomach with great food and drink. Subscribe to us at News Today Reviews from New York City. Yum yum.